Hello there, and welcome back to Great Britain. Last time, well, we did a bit of conquest in India and Japan, and I guess today is basically going to be the same. We're currently coring quite a bit of land, and we're also fighting for some other land. And I guess, as I said, that is basically what the entirety of what I'm going to do or continue doing today. It's basically just conquest of, I guess the DLC was called Conquest of Paradise, the one before the for the other one. So I guess what I really should have called this series is Conquest of India, Conquest of Japan, Conquest of Asia even. But I don't think I will do that much. Again, the goal of course is to take India and Japan, and we'll see if we can get any further there. We'll be fabricating quite a bit of claims, I think, but again, aside that, we'll just wait for the coin to finish, and then we'll probably declare war on Japan, I would presume. Yeah, most likely Japan. We have 3 provinces there so far. Yeah, we declared war on Aza. That's what we did. Now I'm back. Now I can actually remember. We declared war on Aza to make sure that we actually got this area here before the Russians decided to take it. And that is fairly good. We'll probably also, as per the previous instructions, go after Korea and take this one. So I guess that is the next priority here. Take this province from Aza, as well as the Korean... Japanese province, and that's really it. See how that plan works out. I just realized that Asa actually has a pretty damn scary navy. 14 big ship, 20 frigate tire ships, and that could potentially be a real big issue here. So I think I have to finish the war with them before I do anything else. Potentially I might actually have to build a navy of my own. I'm pretty sure I can afford that, but I don't think it would be too good of an idea to some degree. It would probably screw me over pretty damn much, to be perfectly honest. Instead, we are most likely just going to declare war on Hindustan again. Go for their provinces. And while we're at it, I think I can actually make peace now with Cavalio. Just go for that annex. But you have to wait for people to get back home, because they are really, really slow. But it doesn't matter. If I can just fool some Asa soldiers to actually come and try and re-siege this thing, then I'm going to be pretty damn happy. Because the simple fact that I believe I went for show superiority. So that means that I'll get some pretty good war score from that, which potentially could lead them to just giving up. Battle of Manila Bay. No, don't tell me a vassal. Some vassals actually sent a ship and got beaten, so that sucks, but not much I can do about that. I guess I'll build a navy and ship over to the New World to fight, or the second New World, depending on how you want to look at it. We'll build probably 15 two-deckers and 30 regular ships, and that should probably be enough to deal with whatever they throw at me. I would hope. We'll see how it goes. As I said, I think it's time for a war here against Hindustan, and we're going to do that right away. We're going after Malvana. I believe I only have 5 claims. No, actually I have 6 claims, so we have more than enough of them. And we'll go for just taking Malvana. I think it should be perfectly alright. We'll not be calling in any allies, because I have no desire to do so. And unfortunately it did call them in automatically last time, and I was punished for that. So we'll be avoiding that this time. We're just going to use this army to keep potential, rebels at bay if they rise up in the provinces while they're coring. So I'm pretty sure those 40,000 men should be more than enough to deal with anything they can throw at us. So that should be perfectly alright. I will still be fabricating the claims that I need though in Japan and everywhere else really, so that's nothing to worry about. We can probably use these guys to fight Japan while we wait for Asa to give up, or the fleet to be assembled. Depending, of course, on how you want to look at it, but when I actually think things through, I don't want to declare war right away. Again, very, very simple reason why. How should I put this? The overextension would be too much, but taking a Korean province should be just fine. I hope. Of course, we'll figure that out very soon too. As you can see, the alliance with the Ottoman has been fixed, and we're running a 12 ducat deficit. That's mostly due to armies reinforcing those, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. We're going to join up our fleet here, and hopefully it is strong enough. I should probably add some more ships to this, to be perfectly honest, but I would presume 15 heavy ships and light ship. Let's face it, tech-wise, I am pretty far ahead, so I have 2 ship classes better than theirs. If this can't defeat them, then I don't really want to defeat them, I think. Anyways, we're going to make a pit stop in India, and that should be perfectly fine. As you can see, the rebels are kind of a pain in the ass, but they are easily murderable, so it's not really that much of a problem. 20k siege stacks is probably overkill, but I prefer to keep them together, since I have several, well, what is it called? Several places to keep an eye on at once. It makes sure that I don't get ambushed and beaten, which is kind of important, since it takes forever to recruit any troops in India itself, so hopefully I can avoid that. But with this, we can probably move the 20,000 men African squad to India potentially. I have to consider that. I still want to get the Benin, Mali, and Congo though. 2 base tax province should be fine. We'll just fabricate a claim on it and take it. We'll make the coast a little bit prettier, I hope. Anyways, we are going to just allow the war to run its course, and then I guess we'll take as much as we can. See what we end up with. Well, as you know, I just allied the Ottomans, and they decided to declare a holy war on Austria. Now, this could actually be quite terrible, but it could also be a positive thing. It allows me to attack Ferrara without any consequence, but I believe I would be a minor partner in the war, so things wouldn't really be that good or that great anyways. It's a good alliance, and it's a good opportunity to trash Austria, so I guess we'll accept. But of course this puts me in a very awkward spot in terms of my fleet, or also this army right here. It's definitely screwed beyond compare. I don't really have a fleet to deal with this, do I? Well, I do actually, so I might be able to make something work here in terms of saving that fleet. I'm going to join these 2 up, and hopefully I can get the... I have a plan. It involves getting my troops to Venetia and having them just more or less be saved there. I'm going to keep an eye on the Austrian squad here. I'm just going to allow them to suffer attrition more or less. I'm going to join up these 2 armies, keep them close to each other, so if they're actually attacked, we'll have the benefit of, well, doing an ambush, more or less. I'm also going to keep this navy here until I actually decide whether or not I'll hide in Venezia or not. But they do have more troops than I do in this area, so I might have to move the Spanish troops over here, but it might be fine, it might not be. Let's see here. The 2 sides, total 450,000 infantry, 113,000 horses, 262,000 cannons, versus we have more cannons than their entire army. I alone have more ships than their entire fleet. This should be a pretty damn sweet victory, and as I said, I could potentially go for breaking Austria's Hungary division, but I don't think I'll do that. I believe I have claims to something here. Now, what do I have claims to? I have claims to Rome and Franche-Comté. Huh. This could get interesting. But anyways, I'll try and stay on the defensive. I'll be focusing on India and Japan. And we'll see what we get here. We could potentially force these guys to release Venetia, which could actually benefit me again, since I could most likely peacefully vassalize them. We'll see. It's a lot of opportunity here for a lot of shenanigans to happen, more or less. But as I said, I'll play on the defensive. I'll show you the bigger battles, but all in all, I think we might be able to pull off a victory here. We'll see how it goes. I just find this scenario pretty damn weird. Of course, there's a lot of troops. Basically, their entire army is within this frame. I'm pretty sure of that. 200,000 men, approximately 50. Yeah, their entire army is within this frame. And a tiny little speck of mine. The funny thing here is Venezia might actually become the safe haven on which we will all win this war, which is really a ridiculous statement no matter how I look at it. But it could actually become the case, and if I can actually just lure the Austrians to attack me in Venezia, I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and get a very, very decent well, win out of this. And what I've decided to do here by this mercenary is that I'm going to use him to insert a general. Oh, a pretty sweet general. 554. I'm going to use him as more or less a spy to some degree. I'm going to send him to back up my troops. Did I just lose a regular... No. It only has room for 19 more troops. That's how it works. I'm not going insane or anything. Anyways, I'm just a little bit concerned about how I want to handle this, but it should be fine. It should. It definitely should. But again, I'll just wait and see what they decide to do. If the Ottomans, or once the Ottomans actually start moving their troops over the border, things are definitely going to become really interesting really fast. Now, how many of the army does I actually have? Probably, I have 330. Do I actually have 331,000 men? Huh. Granted, 80,000 of them is in 80,000 of them is in India, 20,000 in Africa, 40,000 in 60,000 in Japan. Yeah, 60,000 in Japan. So I don't really have that many troops in Europe. Granted, I do have 170,000 here too, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem if I just focus. But again, I'll play on defensive here. I'll try and back the Ottomans up. I don't really want to screw over Austria just yet. So I'll hang back. I should probably have fabricated a couple of claims here so I could actually make a good deal. But I didn't, and I'm probably going to get punished for that. However, as I said, I'll play the defensive role, and hopefully I can lure someone out and get benefits of attacking them when they're not paying attention, more or less. We'll see if I can pull something like that off. What happened right now is kind of what I was talking about. As you can see, there's an Austrian army that was trapped here. There was a lot of armies that were actually trying to come and help it, but I managed to capture 11,000 men here by using the fleet to more or less just block them once they came close. So that works out pretty well. Unfortunately, Treviso has fallen. Nothing much I really could have done about that, but all in all, this shows the potential potential shenanigans that I can pull off if given the opportunity to do so. I'm also, I think, going to hire a conquistador, because the simple fact that I believe there's another zone here I can use. Let's see, if I were to check the colonial region, yeah, we have Peru, so I'll hopefully create that and then conquer the Incas. But we'll see how that goes. Again, money-wise, we're running a small deficit, but that's mostly just due to war. We'll see if I can lure any other troops in here, and I don't really care if they siege the 4 provinces I have here. If they start going for northern area or this area here, then I'll be a little bit concerned, but other than that, I should be perfectly fine. Can't declare war on these guys, unfortunately. I don't like that, but no way to get around it. We'll be dealing with, of course, the enemy in India, and also potential rebels. We'll see if I get what I want here. This is happening right here. They attacked me with an equal force with a, well, fair enough. They have the same amount of, or the same type of general. But even so, I'm the one who's incurring the heavy losses here due to the fact that they're attacking me in a mountain. So it sucks to be them, but it's kind of the gamble they took. They are getting, they're getting punished for that pretty damn severely. And I think I'm actually going to go ahead here and try and hunt down that Tuscan army. If I can't do that, oh damn. Yep, we're running back to our little island here. 100,000 Austrians is not something that I want to play around with. And again, as you can see, we have 35% war score. That's mostly just due to battles. Tarnovo, Venezia, Treviso. So yeah, we are doing some pretty good battles here. Battle of Burgas. So the Ottomans lost the battle here. Oh, that's that's not a surprise really. But again, we're going to pick up battles here. We're not going to do anything rash. At least not yet. I'm also not going to take next level admin tech, although I can. We do need admin points for basically everything that I want to take within that tree anyways. So going for anything there right now would make no sense at all, really. So we're just not going to. What I want here is all 4 of these, more or less, and everything else I can get. So we'll have to fight this war for quite a while longer, but we should be, in the long run, be able to get everything that I'm after. Should also probably send the colonist before I forget about him. So there we go. I'll be exploring the entirety of the area, and I'll be continuing the war. But I think the war will be continued next time. I've done a little bit of thinking here, and basically used quite a lot of time in this episode, more than I like to admit. But I will not be facing the Austrians in openness. I will not be trying to take anything from them. I'll be leaving everything to the Ottomans. So we'll see what they actually manage to get from this. Anyways, that is the end of this episode. We'll continue next time. We'll probably have the Ottomans beating Austria for us, and have to see if we like the result. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.